The war in Ukraine has entered yet another phase where electronic warfare and precision drone strikes are taking center stage. In mid-July 2025, Russia launched a series of devastating attacks on Ukrainian radar stations, striking deep into the Chernihiv and Kharkov regions. Russian forces crippled key radar installations, degrading Ukraine's air defense, blinding its surveillance network, and tilting the balance in the skies. Why target radar systems? And what does this mean for Ukraine's ability to defend its airspace? The answer may reveal the future of modern combat. Stay tuned. On July 13, 2025, Russian Geran-2 drones zeroed in on a Ukrainian 36D6 radar station in Chernihiv, obliterating one of Ukraine's critical early warning systems. Just a day later, the Russian Ministry of Defense confirmed another strike. A Geran-2 team had destroyed yet another radar site near Borzna, Chernihiv. But Russia wasn't done. On that same day, the 1st Guards Tank Army of the Zapad Group deployed Lancet loitering munitions against a Rada radar station in Kharkov, a move that further shredded Ukraine's air surveillance network. These weren't random attacks. They fit a clear Russian strategy. Cut off Ukraine's eyes first, and the rest of the battlefield becomes easier to dominate. By dismantling radar coverage, Russia reduces Ukraine's ability to detect incoming aircraft or missiles, giving Moscow greater freedom to operate in contested airspace. Radar is the nervous system of modern warfare, and without it, a military force fights almost completely blind. These systems are not just spinning dishes on towers, they are the backbone of air defense, artillery guidance, and battlefield coordination. Early warning radars provide the first line of defense, detecting enemy aircraft, missiles, or drones long before they reach their targets. Fire control radars then guide surface-to-air missiles with precision, turning raw data into split-second interception decisions. But radar does far more than just protect against incoming threats. It also feeds crucial information into command centers, giving commanders the situational awareness they need to coordinate multiple units across the battlefield. Even in navigation, particularly under poor visibility or at night, radar ensures that military aircraft and vehicles move safely and effectively. For Ukraine, these roles are critical. Since the beginning of the war, maintaining reliable radar coverage has been a matter of survival. Every functioning radar station is a set of eyes scanning the skies, tracking missiles and aircraft, and helping air defense crews respond in time. Once those eyes are destroyed, gaps appear, blind spots widen, and Ukraine's already stretched defense network becomes far more vulnerable. To understand why these strikes hurt so much, it's worth comparing the radar capabilities of both sides. Ukraine has built a radar network focused on mobility and Western integration. Systems like the German TRML-4D ESA radar and the US-made ANMP Q-64 Sentinel provide quick-deploying, high-precision coverage, especially for short-range air defense. Ukrainian engineers have also developed radars like the 80K-6T Mobile 3D radar, capable of tracking 500 targets up to 500 kilometers, and the MR 1-meter band radar, designed to detect stealth aircraft. These are complemented by counter-battery radars like Arthur and 1L220UK, crucial for detecting artillery fire. The problem? Ukraine doesn't have enough of these systems to cover its vast airspace, and many are vulnerable to drone strikes. Its strength lies in its mobility and Western-supplied technology, but rebuilding after a precision strike takes time and resources Kyiv can't always spare. Russia, on the other hand, operates a far more extensive and layered radar network. Strategic systems like the Voronezh early warning radar can detect missiles thousands of kilometers away, while Nebo-M and Nebo-SVU VHF radars are specifically designed to spot stealth aircraft. For battlefield coverage, mobile radars like the Kosta-2E2 and Gamma-S1M provide low-altitude detection, and the Resonance NE and Luch integrate AI to track hypersonic missiles. All of these are tightly integrated with Russia's S-400 air defense network, making it harder for Ukrainian drones and aircraft to slip through unnoticed. In short, Ukraine relies on agility, while Russia relies on depth and redundancy. That makes every destroyed Ukrainian radar station a major setback, whereas Russia can afford to lose a few without crippling its overall network. The July strikes are also proof that drones have rewritten the rules of modern warfare. Where once only fighter jets or cruise missiles could carry out deep precision strikes, cheap unmanned systems are now doing the job with equal, sometimes greater efficiency. The Geran-2 and Lancet drones used in these attacks demonstrate this shift perfectly. They are capable of homing in on radar emitters with pinpoint accuracy, hitting specific installations while causing minimal collateral damage. Their small size and low radar cross-section make them especially difficult to detect and intercept. Ukrainian air defenses often struggle to track these drones in time, and even when they are spotted, the cost of shooting them down can outweigh the value of the drone itself. Worse still for defenders, these drones can be launched in swarms, overwhelming radar operators and forcing air defense crews to expend precious interceptor missiles. For Russia, the advantage is obvious. It can now strike deep into Ukrainian territory at a fraction of the cost and without risking pilots or expensive fighter aircraft. Each successful drone mission not only destroys critical infrastructure, but also forces Ukraine to constantly stretch its limited air defense resources thin. Kyiv may have to go one step further, moving parts of its radar production and maintenance operations abroad, possibly to allied countries like Poland, to keep its defense network alive. But even with Western help, catching up to Russia's increasingly sophisticated drone warfare won't be easy. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.